Well, hello, you are hiking with Jenny on the Appalachian Trail. Today is day 154. I just left my stealth site by the Rattle River. I'm feeling better than I was yesterday. I woke up at 5:30 this morning and I was still pretty sore and tired. So I ended up going back to sleep for a little while and just kind of snoozed. And that seemed to help because I feel better now. It's 8:45, so I'm back to getting kind of a late start now that I'm solo again, but that's okay. I just needed my rest, and it was nice, honestly, to just be able to go back to sleep if I needed to, because I didn't have anybody waiting on me or anything like that. Had a little relaxing morning in my hammock, and now I'm getting going again. The beginning of today, the trail looks pretty flat and relatively easy. Actually, probably the first 4.5 miles or so will be like this. And then we will be climbing again, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anything too steep. I would like to get to the Gentian Pond shelter, but it's a 15-mile day. It didn't look like it was going to be too difficult or technical or anything like that, so maybe it won't be as bad as yesterday. I really think I averaged 1 mile an hour yesterday over the course of the whole day. Because I got going, it was a little after 7 yesterday, and I finished a little after 6. So that's 11 hours. And I only did 11.7 miles. So maybe just a touch over 1 mile an hour. I don't think today's going to be anything like that, though. We're still, I think, technically in the White Mountain National Forest, but that was considered the end of the Whites in terms of I don't know, the difficult climbs and everything for a little bit. And then we're going to get into southern Maine, and then everything goes out the window. But, I'm hoping, maybe this one day will be fine. We'll see. And I could make 15 miles. One can only hope. Oh man, we're in the days where just managing 15 miles is a struggle. I remember I don't know, back in Virginia, Pennsylvania, 15 miles was very manageable. Things have definitely changed. So tomorrow I will be making it into Maine, which is exciting because that's my last state, obviously. I have 300 miles left to go. Actually, we're going to be hitting the 1900 mile mark today. Forgot about that. So that's pretty huge. The other day when Ziggy had dropped me and Lone Star off at the trail, he was telling us how this is your last Walmart. This is your last, big, resupply town. Because after this, it's kind of, you might get a supermarket or you might get a convenience store. But if there's anything that you, really need that you can only buy in these big box stores, get it now and ship it to yourself. But that was just kind of eye-opening. That, whoa, we're wrapping this up. This is coming to a close pretty soon. Coming up to Rattle River Shelter. So I've camped here twice in the winter time, actually both times in January when snow was all over the ground. And both times I think I intended to climb Mount Moriah, but ground conditions just weren't having it. So just camped and then walked back to my car. But it's a nice shelter and very nice trail when there's not tons of snow on it. Damn. Coming off this lovely dirt road we've been walking on for the last half mile. And now we're going back into the woods. So I didn't realize we were hitting this today, but it makes sense. We're hitting Mount Hayes today, and that is actually a mountain I need for my 52 with a view. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to check off another mountain on another list today. I totally forgot that was happening. So we are going to start climbing, but it doesn't look like it's super steep. So, and now I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. So I can handle this. I'm feeling good. Feeling like it helps, like when the first 4 miles of the day was like pretty flat. So now it's like, oh, now it's only 10.8 miles to camp. So that sounds like a lot more manageable. So I just dropped my pack because the summit to Mount Hayes is actually on a 0.2 blue blaze. So I'm going to run up to that, bag the peak, and then head back to my bag and keep going. So Mount Hayes is on the 52 with the view list, which is a list of 52 peaks in New Hampshire that supposedly have nice views, and they are all less than 4,000 feet. There's no view on this one. I don't know if there used to be. Apparently, if you keep going south, you'll get some views. I found that to be the case with a lot of the 52 with a view peaks, is they don't actually have views on the summits themselves, but sometimes there'll be a view, like a viewpoint off the trail or something. But yeah, this is number 48 out of 52 for me. Almost done with that list, too. And I was just reading on Far Out, but somebody said that the old AT took the Mahoosic Trail up Mount Hayes, and it used to go through Gorham. I didn't know that. So earlier today I crossed the 1900 mile mark, and I was thinking about how I have less than 300 miles left of the trail, and how 300 miles way back early in the trail was like such a big deal back then, because that was the longest trip I've ever done at that point, and now I have that much left to do, and that's crazy. So it's like one more like short through hike left of the trail, and then I'll be done. So coming down these rock slabs, this is incredibly slippery. So I'm trying to avoid the big rock slabs and trying to like only step on the dirt, or like maybe wedge my feet in between rocks to try and get more leverage, because I've already like slipped a couple times. Didn't fall, but like, ooh, that could have ended up a lot worse. So just taking my time. So I just sat up on those ledges for like probably an hour. I was talking to No Name, and then I was just eating a bunch of snacks because I was just feeling so depleted. I think it's because yesterday was so hard, and then today with the climbing and the heat, whew, it's a lot for my body. So I don't know how far I'm gonna make it today. There is a pond or lake that looked like it might have a nice stealth site, and that's in 4 miles, and it's currently 3:30. So if I could get there by 6, that would be ideal. If not, I might stop before that, honestly, because I don't want to have another long day today. So I'm definitely not going past 6 o'clock, because I started at close to 9, so that'd already be like a 9-hour day right there, which is long enough. I've never done well in the heat, and the whites went pretty well for me for the most part, because the temperatures were cool. Little update. It's still slow going for me, but the trail's gotten a little easier. It is 5:30 currently, and pretty soon I'm going to be starting to look for a place to stealth camp. Having some soreness in my leg, really my quad. Probably some leftover from yesterday with all the climbing I did, both ascent and descent. Really took a toll on my legs yesterday, and so I think they're still really sore and recovering from that. So I really don't want to push it too far today. I think if I can find a good spot, I might just set up for the night and just rest and hope that, you know, tomorrow I feel better and more energized and can do more miles tomorrow. Nice little scenic vista on the way up this pud. Okay, I'm gonna check this out. So I'm gonna go right here toward the lake, looking for a good hammock spot. Actually, a few steps right off of the trail, and this looks perfect. Can use any one of these trees, probably. That would be great. You got a nice pond view. This is gonna be home for tonight, and I got my water source. It was right back there. There was a flowing stream, so gonna gather there, set up here. So today ended up being a 13-mile day, which is okay. I am camped by this beautiful pond. I don't know if you can see it in the background, but you can hear like the frogs croaking in the background. It's so cool. Really nice spot. So I had a beef stroganoff backpacker's pantry meal that I bought at Pinkham Notch Visitor Center. It was okay. I kind of just bought it to have something different. I don't really like backpacker pantry meals that much, but it did the job. Hung my food, and I'm in my hammock for tonight. I'm gonna try and get to sleep early because I am exhausted, and it would be great if I could get an earlier start tomorrow. I'm hoping to go, I don't even know how many miles it is from here. It's probably going to be something like 12-ish to the Full Goose shelter area. So we'll see how it goes. I've read that tomorrow is going to be very slow going. I am going to hit the hay. Thank you for watching, and happy trails.